number 10, we have solve each equation. And so we have 5x minus 4 equals 21. And I wrote those down in reverse. 5x minus 4 equals 21. So we're isolating x. We want to add 4 to both sides. And that's going to give us a 25. And then dividing both sides by 5 to get 1x, we get x equals 5. Okay, in number 14, we have, I'm trouble getting my book in position here, 2x plus 4 minus x equals 4x minus 5. So what we want to do is gather our x's together on the left. So 2x minus x is x. And now get our x's on the same side. So I'm going to subtract x from both sides. That leaves me with 4 equals 3x minus 5. Get the constant terms together. So I'm going to add 5. 9 equals 3x, divide by 3, and x equals 3. Okay, now we want to move on to number 18. We have 4 times x minus 9 equals 8 times x plus 3. So we need to distribute on both sides. So 4 times x is 4x. Minus 4 times 9 is 36. 8 times x, 8 times 3. Again, we want to get our x's together. So I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides, since they're on opposite sides. Now I want to get the constant terms together on the same side, so I'll subtract 24. And finally divide by 4. And we end up with negative 12 is our x. Okay, 22. Okay, I believe I got not quite enough space, so let's make this one 22. So we have 6x minus 3 times 5x plus 2 equals 4 times 1 minus x. Okay, so I want to begin by distributing on both sides. Here we're distributing a negative 3 on the right side of 4. Okay, I want to combine the terms that are alike on the left side. 6 minus 15 would be negative 9x. Now let's get the x's together on the same side. So I'm going to add 9x to both sides. Negative 6 equals 4 plus 5x. Subtract 4. Negative 10 equals 5x. X equals negative 2. Okay, let's see if we can squeeze 30 in here. Okay, 30 has all kinds of parentheses and square brackets in it. We have 2 times the opposite of x minus 1 plus, whoops, that's a minus, 4. No, it was a plus, 4. minus 5 plus the opposite of 6x minus 7 plus 9x. Somewhere in here is an equals. There we go. Okay. Having trouble seeing. Alright, so making sure I copied it right. 5 plus. Okay. So what we want to do when we have these nested grouping symbols is we want to start with the innermost one and simplify there first. And it looks like I'm missing one. That should be a square bracket. Okay. That should do. So, starting inside here, I'm going to get minus x plus 1, a negative times a negative is a positive, plus 4. Notice the negative there doesn't affect the 4. Equals 5 plus negative 6x plus 7 plus 9x. Now simplify what we have inside the brackets, or parentheses in this case. So add these, we get a 5. On the right side, negative 6x plus 9x would be 3x plus a 7. So now I'm going to distribute the 2. And here we can just drop the parentheses and we get 3x plus 12. Okay, let's get the x's together. So we'll add 2x to both sides. We get 10 equals 5x plus 12. Subtracting the 12, we get negative 2 equals 5x. And divide by 5 to get a 1. We get x is negative 2/5. So in some cases we can see that we do end up with a fraction. Okay, now we're moving on to fractional equations in number 38. We have 8x divided by 3 minus 2x divided by 4 equals negative 13. And the way we want to deal with these is we want to clear the fractions initially. And the way we do that is by looking for the LCD, lowest common denominator. 3 and a 4 is a 12. So we're going to multiply everything on both sides by 12. Or we can think of that as 12 over 1. Okay, so I've multiplied everything on both sides. I'm making sure I copied this right. 2x, okay. Alright, so 3 will go into 3 and also into 12. 4 will go into 4 and also into 12. And if I multiply, I'll get 32x minus 3 times 2 is 6x equals 12 times 13. 12 times negative 13 is negative 156. And this is going to be 26x equals negative 156. And we divide by 26. Okay, so I end up with a 6. Actually, a negative 6. Okay, I think I'm going to have to move 42 to the next page. So that takes care of the problems for section 7.2.